You know who's a really interesting guy to watch right now? Do you know Chris Cuomo? He used to be on CNN.
Yep.
He's got something, I think he's called NewsNation, I think he's on now.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's
Hmm.
done a complete pivot on his interview style. Like he's still him, but he gets people that are quite controversial and they're sort of assuming a combat style interview. So he'll clarify, like I was watching him yesterday, he actually had Bannon on, and he was clarifying. He's like, that's going to get put into the courts or whatever he said to him. But then he said, I know you know that. I know that you understand this and this. And he laid everything out that he knew Bannon had the background about. But he said, I'm just asking to understand what you're saying. And his interviews now are a completely different tone. And I'm sitting there, and usually those types of interviews, I can't stand them. But you're actually learning because he's letting the person talk, but he's also a
Yeah.
lawyer. So he can add in
Oh,
substance,
is
but
is Como a lawyer
yeah,
as well?
he's a
Oh,
lawyer.
okay.
His background. So he keeps clarifying to the guest to make sure it doesn't get confrontational. At one point he said, "And I'm not talking down for you to you, and sorry if it came across that way." And it's really interesting because he's in these really hot topics that are just a disaster most of the time. And seeing that shifted in interviewing with someone with that background and that when he was at CNN, there was some wild interviews, and he's just
Hmm.
shifted
Yeah.
that over.
Well, I know you guys have experienced it, and at PDAC, and it was the Chilean contingent I was talking to, and before the interview, they were nervous because English is not their first language,
Mm-hmm.
and they weren't familiar with the format. And what's really gratifying as a host is when you can add to the comfort level of the guest.
Right,
You
exactly.
you guys know exactly what I mean there,
Mm-hmm.
but the interchange with them, and talked about Chilean wine for a bit, got off topic a bit, but things just added a level of comfort, and you could see them going from nervous to comfortable to enjoying it, and that's really gratifying when you're a host.